Hi, recently I took an interest into 3D printing and I want to share with you my first experience and the whole process, from modeling to painting. For Christmas last year I wanted to create decorations and decided on these 4 Santa poses. For filament I used white PLA that came with the 3D printer, and for other 2 I used another PLA that I bought and it was not white, but I wanted to make everything white, so I tried painting it. As you can see in the pictures, it did not turn out too well. Before painting PLA models you need to use a primer, but the one I used was not made for plastic and sanding. Also, one of the models I spray painted in a cold environment, which isn't advised on the paint instructions. So for future projects I'm planning to do everything properly. Let's return to the beginning. Before modeling I usually choose a reference. Since I used my model for personal use, this time I decided to almost completely copy it. I left a link in the description to this reference model if you want to check it out. Then in Maya I started modeling, but to cut some corners I used models from other projects. I took already made shoes and remodeled them to fit Santa. Then I took simple shapes like a cylinder for legs and a sphere for groin area and shaped them as I wanted. To create the jacket, I used a sphere for the body, extruded the arms and belt. For the gloves, again I reused another character body, used a sphere for the beard and mustache, reused a face from another character, had to reshape it quite a bit, and lastly, for the hat I used a torus and extruded it. Of course there are some other little things that I did, but I don't want to go into too much detail. From there, I used ZBrush to sculpt more detail and reshape the model. Used Dynamesh to connect the separated parts into one, which made the model a higher poly. This is not necessary for 3D printing, but I did not know that at the time. Then, I moved the model back to Maya and cleaned up any issues to prepare it for the rig. To create poses I could have used sculpting tools in either Maya or ZBrush, but I thought that it would take me a lot of time to perfect, so I did a quick rig in Maya and painted skin weights instead. Then brought the rig to Mixamo and chose poses that I liked the most, downloaded them. There I could see some issues with the model, because the rig that I did was not great and the jacket was in a way of legs. If I do anything similar in the future, I would add extra joints to fix this issue, but since I was in a rush, I did not do that and had to spend some time in Maya and ZBrush reshaping the jacket and just fixing up unclean shapes instead. After the first pose was done, I decided that I want an interesting base for the model to stand on. To do that, I imprinted shoe marks and made 4 different scenes on the ground, which could tell a story. After that came time for 3D printing. It was my first time printing my own models, so I used default settings in Bamboo Studio for my printer. After first print, I realized that the size is too small and fingers on the model can't be printed without issues, so I made the prints pretty big and changed gloves from fingered to fingerless. Also, there were issues with the tip of the hat. It kept breaking off when removing the supports, so I made it thicker and the issues mostly disappeared. And lastly, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it was time for sanding and spraying primer and paint. However, I did not do a good job at picking the right primer and used paint in wrong conditions. In the future I will need to test more things and will share them with you, but for now that is it. I was planning to upload every Wednesday, but that just gives me time to procrastinate, so from now on I will upload as soon as I am done with a video, and at least 1 time per week as I promised, but don't expect many videos, because after this one there is only 1 project left to catch up with. And after that, I will share my progress with it as I work on it. Thank you for watching. Bye.